Hello students, in previous class we learned transportation in human being. How many types of transportation is present in body of human being? How it transports, that means internal and external structure of heart. Now today I am discussing blood vessels. You know very well, transportation process without blood vessel is quite impossible because blood vessel act as channel to supply nutrients, oxygen, carbon dioxide, metabolic waste to different parts of the body where it is required or where it demands. Now look at the board. When we see blood vessels, we find there are three types of blood vessels. First one is artery, second one is capillary, and third one is vein. Now look at diagram. This is diagram of artery, this one is of capillary, and this one is of vein. You can easily see here that this is wall. This one is wall of artery. Here wall is absent and here wall of vein is thin. You can see this one is lumen, and lumen is lined by single layer of epithelium. In each case you can see single layer of epithelium lines the lumen. Here also single layer of epithelium lines the lumen. That means its wall is thick, its wall is thin, wall is absent. Lumen narrow, lumen broad. But in each case lumen is lined by single layer of epithelium. Then what is the function, what is the role of artery, capillaries and vein in our body? Actually, artery emerges out from heart from its left part. That's why it carries oxygenated blood from left part of heart to different body organs. Whereas when we see capillaries, what is its role in human body? It exchange of material like nutrients, oxygen, carbon dioxide, metabolic waste, etc. between blood vessels and cells of organ. Here, why exchange of material is possible? Due to absence of wall. Only lumen is lined by single layer of epithelium. That's why exchange of substances is easy. Now come to the vein. When you will see vein, here what is its role? It carries deoxygenated blood from organs to right part of heart. Now we have to see how these three are interconnected. Look at this diagram. This one shows artery, this one capillaries, and this one vein. That means red colored artery, red, half part red and half part blue is capillary and blue part is vein. Artery divide, redivide and converted into arteriole. And then it again vein unite. It is converted into venule. And then it forms vein. That means branching artery vein, divide and redivide, it forms capillary, and capillary vein unite, it forms vein. What will be the direction of flow of blood? Here you can see this is the direction. From the artery it moves in capillaries, and from capillaries it moves into Now, the, this figure clearly illustrates that how artery, capillaries and veins are interconnected. This artery divide in each and every organ of our body. Now, question arises from this diagram. What is the region wall of artery is thick and vein is thin? Here, why wall of artery is thick? Actually, artery arises from left part of heart. It has to tolerate high pressure of heart because it is in direct contact of heart. Because you can see here answer, because blood emerges from heart under high pressure to tolerate high pressure and prevent bursting. Wall of artery is thick. Now we will see what is the difference between artery and vein. What is the difference between artery and vein? When you will see difference between artery and vein, first of all, you will see in its role. What is its function? What is its role? Carry oxygenated blood. Away from heart. Away from heart. That means it supplies pure blood to each and every body organ. Carry deoxygenated blood from organ to heart. That means it has to carry deoxygenated blood from each and every organ to heart. Now, when we see what about wall, it is thick and here it is comparatively thin. When we will see lumen, we find it is narrow, whereas this one is broad. This one is broad. Fourth one, when we see valve, here no valve is present. It is absent. Why it is absent? Because it carries pure blood. But once pure blood enters in capillaries, then enter in vein. Since it is deoxygenated blood, that's why it has valve which pushes inward and closes it so that reverse flow of blood can be prevented. That's why here valve is present. Why it is present? To prevent reverse flow. To prevent reverse flow of blood. Now, in next class, I will discuss about functioning of heart. Now, thank you.